I not equal to j. At least can I reduce some iterations? Same value should not be compared with the same value. Then it will become 0. What is the advantage if I add this condition? Output change होगा और same output आएगा. If I don't write this logic, count value should be 1 because same element comparing with the same element. That element comparing with itself. That element is comparing with itself. I don't want to compare that element with itself. Then I can keep a condition. When the I counter is not equal to j counter, when I counter not equal to j counter, then I want to come out from that loop, or I can reduce some iterations. That we can talk about later, how to make time complexity and all. Now, for time being, look at this logic. Reinitialize I am not doing. Count value reinitialize हो जाएगा. For every outer loop execution, it will reinitialize because I am declaring the count variable inside the for loop. So when this loop executed for this element, count will be initialized. When the loop started for this element, it will become again 0. It is going to reinitialize. If it is not reinitialized, I cannot get the exact value. Which element is repeated, I cannot find out that. If you declare this count variable outside, see here, am I getting any output? No, we don't get that. Count value should be available inside the loop only for checking the condition. Okay. Look at the code. Completed, guys. If a count is equal to 1, why I am checking count is equal to 1 is, guys, understand once again, my I value is starting from 0, my j value is also starting from 0. I value starting from 0, j value also starting from 0. When I value is 2, j value also will be 2. That means 2 I am comparing with the same element. Then count value will become 1. When the count value became 2, when the count value will become 2, when this 2 is matched with any other element. If 2 matches with 2 same element, count is 1. If this 2 is matched with any other element, then only my count will be increased. If count is 1, that means same element we compared with the same element. Same element we compared with the same element. When the same element compared with the same element, that is not duplicated. That is not duplicated. When this element is matched with the other element, then it is considered as a duplicate element. That means when the count is 1, same element compared with the same element, we should not consider that. That's why when the count is 1, that element compared with the same element only, that's why I am taking that value as a non-repeated value. Suppose for example, if you don't want to do this, then you can skip that. Same element should not be compared with the same element. How can we skip it? When I not equal to j. So when the I value is 0, j value is 0, when the, I will do that. When the I value is 0, j value should not be 0. When the I value is 0th index, j value should not be 0th index. So then j value will go to next value. Then same element will not be compared with the same element. When the same element is not compared with the same element, my count should be 0. That means 2 I am taking, I value is 0, array of I is 2, array of j is also 0, 2 is 2. But I not equal to j, 0 should not be, I 0 not equal to 0. The conditions are not going to satisfy. Same element will not be compared with the same element. Then counter will not be incremented. If the counter is 0, that is non-repeated element. If a counter is greater than 1, if counter is greater than 0, it is repeated element. Either if you write this condition, count should be 0. If you remove this condition, count should be 1. Then you can find, very sure, right? If a count is equal to 1, that means same element compared with the same element, then we should not consider. If a count is 1, that is non-repeated elements. Fine. Fine guys, now you got some clarity on what is array and how to work with arrays. What is array? Array is a data type or array is a container which is used to store group of values. Group of values that same type, that means array supports only homogeneous type. At the time of creating the array, array size is mandatory. Array size should be positive integer only. You cannot create array with a negative size. You cannot create array with the decimal size. It should be only positive integer number. Array will store the data based on indexes. Array will store the data based on the indexes. Index always will start from 0. The last index will be size minus 1. You can find the size of the array by using length property. Array.length will give you what are the elements available, or it will give you size of the array. It will give you size of the array. Got it? Fine. We can create array with a boolean type. We can create array with a int type, and we can create array with a double type also. We can create array with a char type also. How many ways we can get the elements from the array? How many ways we can get the elements from the array? Today we tried that. What are the 3 ways? For loop we can use. For loop we can use. For loop and for each loop, and I am using toString method. ToString method I am calling from which class? Arrays dot toString I am calling, which is used to print the array elements on the console. System.out.println of arrays.toString, which is used to get the array data. All right. We are able to do arrays sorting, and we are able to find matching pairs, some matching pairs. We are able to do some matching pairs, and we are able to find non-repeated elements in the array also. Now, suppose for example, if I ask a question, observe carefully. Find first non-repeated character. What this program is doing now? No. What is the output we are getting? All the non-repeated characters I am getting. Suppose if I want to get only repeated characters, if I want to get repeated characters, if I give greater than 1, 2, 3 is repeated. 2, 3 is repeated. 2, 3. But how many times 2, 3 is coming? 2 times it is coming. We need to stop that also. Fine. My requirement is write the program to get first non-repeated character. First non-repeated character. What is the first non-repeated character? 1. Output should be only 1. Where? काउंट के बाद ब्रेक, इसमें ब्रेक, हाँ if count is equal to 1, yes, this will work. When the count is equal to 1, I am writing a break. This break is available inside the outer for loop. We are coming out from the outer for loop. It will give you only first non-repeated character. For example, if I write 8 here, then what should be the output? I should get the first non-repeated character. What is the first non-repeated character? Are we getting that? Yes. I am doing a break here. When I do the break, I am getting first non-repeated character. Why we are getting first non-repeated character? If one non-repeated character we found, then we are using a break. What is the purpose of the break? I am coming out from the loop. So this break is available inside the inner for loop or inside the outer for loop. This break is available inside the outer for loop. So we are coming out from the outer for loop. So when the first non-repeated character is found, we are coming out from the outer for loop. So that is the correct answer. So if I don't write the break here, if I don't write the break, what it is giving? All non-repeated characters it is giving. If I write the break here, after printing the first non-repeated character, I am breaking my loop. I am coming out from my loop. So they may ask a question like this also. Write the Java program to find all non-repeated characters or find first non-repeated character. Now they may ask you, write a program to find second non-repeated character. लिख के दिखाओ, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं. सर हम कोर जावा सीख रहे हैं, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर सीख रहे हैं. Generally, if you go for just for core Java classes, they will not teach these many programs. Just they will tell you what is array, how to create array, how to store the data, how to retrieve the data. Katham. Arrays concept katham. But for the interview, this logical thinking is required. Anybody already attended core Java? First time only? Oh, attend किया था शायद. You also attended. What is your experience? Are they covering this many programs in the array? What I don't want their name, just what they are explaining in the arrays. how to create the array, how to iterate the array, how to store the data, how to retrieve the data. That's it. They're not covering the logical programming. Okay, good. Sit down. All right, guys. So with this we are done for today. With this we are done for today. So yeah. One second, sir. 1 second. I will talk to you. Sit down. Fine, guys. So we are going to connect tomorrow. With this I'm stopping. I will upload this class notes. Please practice all these problems before coming to tomorrow's session. There is a small topic in the array, that is how to work with a multi-dimensional array. As of now we worked with single dimensional array. Tomorrow I will show you